Up next, we got, of course, we saw them going at it earlier in the night, Jake Sheehan and Alex Savage. This one in a last man standing matchup, or could you say mostly a 2 versus 1 last man standing matchup with the involvement of Will Stone. Man, Jake Sheehan took a beating, and he kept coming back as the babyface, the resiliency to not stay down for that 10 count. Really sold very well. Many times where it was close, but he's pulling himself back up. That struggle that he has throughout this entire matchup before he starts to be able to lay it in every once in a while, getting some opportunities to, get back at both individuals and knock them out and stuff like that, and then making you believe for a second, okay, he's got this. But then again, the beatdowns happen again, 2 versus 1, time and time again, until finally Amber Stone comes back out to even out those odds, and then it's absolute pandemonium from there. This match was solid, Papa Smokes. Again, some of these gimmicky matchups can get a little bit much at times. I don't feel like it did here. It made a lot of sense. Again, it's a 10 count, so they did take a real shit kicking, and there was a lot of that fighting back from it, just in the nick of time, close calls and everything. But in the end, Jake Sheehan taking a big win, and man, solid positioning on the card, and great way. The fans were just eating this up. They were loving every second of this matchup.
Yeah, and just like we were saying about a specialty match, so to speak, coming up, we've seen Sheehan and Savage have problems with each other over the last couple of cards at least. Again, it might go back further than that, but Savage and Will Stone and their buddies have been absolute violent jerks in this company, complete assholes. Jake Sheehan needs his comeuppance. The last man standing. You know it's going to be a long match. You know it's going to be a violent match. You know that it's going to go out in the crowd. You know there's going to be weapons and interference involved, legal and even encouraged. So, boy, sit down and watch this. This is a nice, long match. And first of all, Sheehan looks pretty okay as a babyface. The fans like him and all that. But I like Alex Savage. Doesn't he look cool? I love his presentation. He's got the kind of salt and pepper hair. He comes out smoking a cigar. He kind of looks like the Wolverine a little bit, or that's who he reminds me of. And he's kind of like some sort of a gang guy that just is there to take care of business and basically put his opponents on ice or whatever, and he'll do anything to do it. I quite like Alex Savage. He's understated as a heel. He doesn't go out and be flamboyant with all his heel moves and stuff like that. It comes from within, and the fans feel it, and they hate it. And throughout this match, just the 2-on-1 attack the whole time. Will Stone not endearing himself with the fans anymore with this performance, because you could feel the fans kind of moving beyond, well, we like jeering these guys, and we like disliking them. But this is just stupid after a while. This is just 2-on-1. Like, why doesn't Sheehan have a guy that comes out, or a person that comes out and helps him? You could feel the crowd's frustration in this. You could hear it in their yells. I love this because it means that the booking is working, the match layout and strategy is working. And man, when I hear that frustration from the crowd, you love it. But you can't keep it going for too long. Sheehan was bumping his ass off for this entire match. Woo, he had to be sore after that one, but making it all the way through with the help from Amber coming out, that was a huge pop for the fans. They absolutely loved that part, because finally the babyface got some help from another babyface, and then garbage cans and all kinds of stuff. But what a good finish for this kind of match. A really good finish where it was close. Both guys were down, but ultimately Savage unable to make the count. And we all got to cheer with Sheehan as he got his hand raised in victory.
Yeah, well put together, and I couldn't say it better than that, Bob. I suppose you laid it out perfectly. This was great, and in many ways a show stealer. I know the fans love this. They love the rest of the card too, but this was that one you guarantee they went home talking about a lot afterwards, kind of thing. This great job by these all four that got involved in the matchup, and the people that put it together as well too. I think they did a fantastic job.